This hook looks big enough to catch a shark. Instead, it landed a 17-pound catfish from the bank. But the oversized hook was not even the craziest part of this setup. The challenge is simple. Every time he catches a fish, he has to move up to a bigger hook. The rod and reel stay the same, but each round becomes harder and a lot more ridiculous. For this attempt, he is using an 8-0 circle hook with a live bait fish. He places the hook just behind the dorsal fin, keeping the bait alive and swimming naturally, while leaving the hook point completely exposed. That exposed point is important. With a circle hook, the goal is not to violently set the hook. As the fish swims away, the hook should slide toward the corner of its mouth and lock into place. The rest of the setup is built to handle a serious fish. He is using 120-pound braided line, a heavy float, and enough weight to keep the bait positioned exactly where he wants it. There are rocks and submerged structure throughout this area, so lighter line could easily break before the fish ever reaches shore. The heavy braid gives him a chance to turn the fish and keep it away from anything that could cut the line. But getting this giant rig into the right position creates another problem. It is far too heavy and awkward to cast normally. So instead, he uses a remote-controlled bait boat. He loads the entire rig into the back of the boat and drives it away from shore. Once it reaches the target area, a small trap door opens and drops the bait directly into the water. The boat even has sonar, allowing him to see the depth and locate underwater structure while he is placing the bait. Then all he can do is wait. Once darkness settles in, one of the rods finally bends. At first, the fish does not feel especially large, but then it starts pulling harder, the rod stays loaded, and the fight becomes much more serious. After working it through the darkness and guiding it toward the bank, the fish finally reaches shore. The massive 8-0 hook worked perfectly. The catfish weighs 17 pounds, completing the round and proving that sometimes the hook that looks way too big is exactly the hook you need.